6 months from now, what would your barber career look like? Would you be charging the same prices that you're charging now? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. I'm charging $5 in the basement all the way to $100 in the shop. This is for barbers charging $20 to $40, or maybe you're just booked but not sure how to grow. I have a free 15-minute video that will walk you guys through this, and I'll be sure to be uploading more content like this every single week. Peace. It's jfadeit. I'm bringing you guys this LA Lakers logo. Without further ado, I'm getting into the preparation for this masterpiece to come together. It starts off with that number 3 guard, and this is a wall guard. I then go to that number 2, and I'm gonna go right below where I went with that number 3. I'm feeling out his hair, understanding the length and what length I'm gonna be using for this design, and I decided that a 1.5 was perfect. And then I go ahead and start my first line. It's right above his ears, and this is gonna give me enough room to transition that whole logo. Now keep in mind the importance of combing through the hair as I'm creating this first line. I wanna make sure that it's all flush and clean, and then I'm coming on top of the hair, hitting the skin, and then pulling away. I chose to place that first line right below the crown of his head. It is in the very middle of his head as well. And this was strategic. This is gonna allow me to have enough room to finish that whole design without running out of space at the bottom. And we're gonna blend that in and do a taper at the very bottom of the design. Now I'm starting off holding the trimmer almost like a pencil. You guys can see me using some different techniques here and the way that I'm holding the trimmer. And this is all to achieve maximum detail. I'm hitting the hair, then I touch the skin with the tip of the trimmer, right? And I'm laying my hand on the client's head. I'm just getting comfortable with the trimmer. Here is the same as this length. I'll use my comb right there. So now I'm gonna make this one the same length. Stay tuned. A simple hack I have to give you guys for the symmetrical lines on your logo is to go ahead and pull down that last tooth showing at the end of the line and then match it up at the very bottom. And this is gonna make sure that everything is even, and it's just a simple hack to make sure that every time I do a design, everything at the end of the design is exactly how it looked on the logo. I'm making this bottom line parallel to the top line. As you guys see at the very bottom of the L, looks like the top of the L. And right there I pulled down the last tooth on the comb where the middle of the L was lined up, and I'm matching it up with the very bottom right corner. This is gonna give me symmetry for whenever I draw in the basketball in the middle of the logo here. Hitting that line with the trimmer upside down as well as right side up, making sure that the whole design is clean from both angles. I'm now going to start outlining my design, and as soon as I complete this process, I can then blend around the design. My only job here is to make sure everything is even and symmetrical and that it's parallel to the line that I'm drawing it on the outside of. And don't be afraid to lay your hand on their head just like you would if it was a piece of paper when you're drawing. That support surface is really how you control the trimmer. This whole design is mostly consisting of straight lines. The most difficult part is here whenever I have to make a curve. So what I do, I start off with a point at the very bottom as well as a point on the very top. And now I'm going to simply match that up. And I'm not making this a hard line, right? As you guys can see, as I draw this basketball, I started off tracing it. And then as I began to finalize the lines, I made them darker. This is gonna help you not get in too deep over your head and make a mistake, but you can actually inch your way into a perfect design. I'm only using the very last few teeth on the corner of that trimmer. The way I'm holding it, it's more of like drawing on a piece of paper. I'm gonna continue to outline that on the very top right of the Lakers logo, and I left myself just enough room to finish this on the top as well as each side of his head. Once again, I have that trimmer upside down. You guys are gonna see me use different techniques, but all I have in mind is making sure that it's extreme detail. Now we have that soft outline achieved, and we're gonna go ahead and blend. We have the number 1 guard, and we're going right into the logo, and we're just taking out any bulk that's surrounding the logo. This is gonna help the logo to pop out more, and that's what these designs are about. When people see a design like this, it's engaging, right? It's eye-catching, it's attention-grabbing. And I did this logo when I first moved to Los Angeles, and I agree, getting clients in a new city isn't easy, right? It takes a lot of effort, but doing something like a logo or a design creates a walking billboard for your client. So I know that when I woke up the next morning, my DMs and my Instagram was flooded with new clientele after posting the video of this haircut. And since then, I've had a snowball effect of momentum created simply from pushing the boundaries of what is already here in Los Angeles and adding to the conversation. You want to give people something to talk about, give them something that they want to share with their friends. It all creates momentum. I turned my trimmer upside down and detailed the line inside the basketball, and then I pulled that last tooth down on my comb to measure out where I'm going to place the next line on my basketball. I create those stripes parallel, one on top of the other. You guys can see that basketball is now coming together. All I have to do is create that last top line. I use my Babyliss clipper to detail out the blend. And then I move into the Success shaving gel. I'm gonna apply a layer of shave gel on the whole design. We got the shave gel on there. Now we're gonna apply the hot towel. It's gonna soften the hair, make it easier for the razor to glide on the design and not irritate the skin. Now I'm applying the hot towel to the skin, letting it get moist. It's going to stand the hairs up, moisten the skin. It's gonna help me to glide that razor right over his skin effortlessly without any irritation, and it's not going to leave his skin looking all red or create any irritation. And now I have the dark brown, the Rich Barber Enhanced Fibers. I'm gonna be using these along with the application card, and I'm placing that card directly above each line. I'm holding the bottle about 6 to 8 inches away from the design, and I'm applying those light pumps. The last thing you wanna do is apply too much and then have to try to comb it out of the hair. It's really all in how you apply this fibers to make it look natural, but also make it pop. And this to me is the most satisfying part of the design, knowing that you killed the whole design and now all you gotta do is make it pop and really enhance it, bring it to life. Enhancements are never used to cover up bad work. It's only used to do exactly what it's called, enhance good work, right? This enhanced fibers is what will make your cuts look phenomenal. When they go on Instagram and they see this, they're gonna wonder, how did that barber do that? I gotta share this, I gotta promote this. And that is how we market ourselves and push ourselves to the next level. Now I got my Babyliss trimmer, and I'm gonna go ahead and just touch up any more fibers that I see inside those lines in the design. Once I line up the hair, I also still need to line up those fibers. Now I'm gonna apply the spritz. I'm gonna hold all those fibers in place. The key to detailing and getting a design as crispy as possible, even when you think you're done, is to give your eyes a break. Maybe look away from the haircut for a minute, use your iPhone, use a camera, and look at the haircut from that lens, right? And what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow you to notice things that your eyes didn't observe before. As soon as you do that, you can go back, make those adjustments, and then you're left with this finished product, the Los Angeles Lakers logo masterpiece.
Go beast, man.
20,000 likes, you know the vibe. You know the vibe. Deal is a deal. Yeah.
Deal is a deal.
Hey, you gotta see it for the white. Yo, this is different.
Like the video, make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. This is jfadeit, and I'm out.
Who's next?